What is happening, everybody? Welcome to this live webinar. Listen, I'm so excited that everybody is here tuning in live with me. Listen, guys, I'm super excited because as an entrepreneur going after the things that God has put on the inside of my heart, I'm very excited to be able to share with you guys how you can make your first or your next 10K online. And listen, guys, this is absolutely something that is so incredible because listen, if you were anything like me, I used to travel the world, preach the gospel. I used to live a life that was led by faith, trusting and depending God, basically for miracles that I would have funding everywhere that I would go because I had a vision. And how many of you know that with vision, there is also provision? But here's the thing, guys, right? God did not design us to live off of miracles like God's people, the Israelites in the wilderness, surviving off of manna. God made us to have the ability to create wealth. And listen, I want to tell you that each and every one of you here has the ability to create wealth. Look, it is your God given design and your God given purpose to create wealth. And remember, it's the Lord your God who gives you the ability to create wealth. 100%. Right. And so here's what I'm super excited about. Because if you have a vision on the inside of your heart to impact the spheres of society, if you have a vision on the inside of your heart to go out and do missions, to go out and fulfill the dreams, to go out and to have the things that God has called you to have, then you have to attach yourself to becoming who God has made you to be. And this is why I'm super excited, guys, because on the inside of every single one of you, there is a seed. And when you tap into the seed, this potential that is hidden, untapped power, you'll be able to see that thing bear fruit into a huge tree, grow up into a huge tree that bears much fruit. But it all starts with gravitrophic growth. And listen, guys, before we even start on how to make your first or your next 10K online, if you're taking notes, I need you to write this stuff down. In order for you to have more what God has called you to have and do more what God has called you to do, you have to be who God has called you to be. And so being who God has called you to be attaches yourself to what we call gravitrophic growth. Oh, let's go, Jesus. Right? And so the roots of who you are goes deep down where nobody else can see. And listen, when your roots are going so deep down as an entrepreneur, right? It might feel lonely. It might feel like you're out of your mind. You're going in circles. You're hitting walls. You don't know what to do. Congratulations. Because the tree doesn't just grow up, the tree grows down. And how many of you know that a tree planted by running waters will not run dry, will not be shaken? And when your roots grow deep down on the inside of you, can I tell you something? That no matter when the high winds or waves come, you will not be shaken. So guys, I'm just rambling here, but as I'm rambling here, I'm going to be letting people on into this live webinar and I'm super excited. Listen, make sure that you are prepared because I'm going to show you exactly how you can make your first or your next 10K online. And many of you have probably heard of Airbnb arbitrage or drop shipping. Many of you heard of different avenues to create wealth, such as cryptocurrency. There's just a lot of different things that you could be doing out there. But I want to tell you the number one thing that you can do to create wealth and to make your first or your next 10K online. And listen, if you want to know how you can do it, all you have to do is pay close attention because I'm going to reveal to you every single thing. Now, listen, if you're taking notes, I need you to write this down. The number one way to create wealth online is if you're taking notes, you need to write this down. Somebody drop this in the comments below. Is digital products. Digital products, you got me right. Okay? What is a digital product? A digital product is where you take your skill set, your knowledge, and you create an ebook, you create a workbook, you create lessons, courses, PDFs, cheat sheets, right? And you stack them together in such a way where now you can charge other people for your expertise. Okay? So before we jump more and dive deeper into this, guys, just let me know where you're tuning in the chats. Where are you guys watching from? Super excited to see some of you guys here. incredible. And guys, listen, my heart is to bring value to you, to absolutely serve you, to help you. Because as a missionary that traveled the world, my goal was to bring the good news. But I could not bring the good news if I did not have the funding to do so or the finances to do so. And although I wanted to create and see a big scale within our ministry and the vision that we had demanded finances. And can I tell you, every single time that we were going to go out to do a crusade, go out on a mission trip, you know who funded that? An entrepreneur, a kingdom businessman, kingdom businesswoman. And so my heart in this all on creating wealth and making money online is to become that very same person where I have the ability to see where it is that other people have a vision but may be lacking the supplies, the funds, and out of the ability that I had to create wealth to fund those very things. Guys, just a little bit about me. My name is McCoy Galetis. And for about the past 3 years here, I have been pursuing kingdom business and specifically creating wealth through creating and selling digital products online. Now, I've been following God for just about 10 years now. I do have a beautiful family of mine. I am married. I have two babies, a son and a daughter. And we have been enjoying this life that God has given us, traveling the world in love, maximizing our time, and not connecting our time to our dollars, but disconnecting our time from our dollars by simply creating and selling digital products that work for us now, where we can generate passive income and allow us to fund what it is that God has put on the inside of our heart. Additionally, doing ministry, the things that I love, without being a burden to other people that are around us in the sense of having to try and raise funds for what it is that God has called us to do, right? And so here's something that you need to know. If you're taking notes, you need to write this down. Number one, money is good. Money is not evil. Money is good. And if you want to make money, you have to know something that money is good. The Bible says that God has created gold and put the gold in the ground and he called the gold good. Now, if you don't already know this, right? Money is not necessarily your fiat currency, your paper bills. Money is gold. Money is silver. And God called the gold good. Look, God wants to entrust his wealth over to you, but you have to learn how to steward it. And the more that you can steward it wisely, the more he will entrust to you. And when you can tap into what God has given to you for the ability to create wealth, wealth will come. And it'll be a byproduct. Money will come and it'll be a byproduct of wealth. Because some of you need to get this across of your mind that wealth is not just money. Wealth is family. Wealth is time. Wealth is relationship. Wealth is enjoying your time on the things that you love and value the most. And money is a byproduct. I need some of you to write this in the chats. Money follows me. Money comes to me. Money comes quickly, money comes now, and money comes abundantly. For what purpose? To serve your eternal purpose in the kingdom of God. Now, what I'm about to reveal to you guys is for some of you who have never started to make money online, I'm going to show you how you can make your first 10K. Yes, $10,000. And for some of you who are already making money online, take what it is that I'm going to share. If you're already an established online coach in whatever niche you may be, and go ahead and absolutely scale your business. Because what I'm going to show you here has the ability for you to start making money now and funding your vision. Okay? So guys, without further ado, we're going to jump straight into this. Is this okay, by the way? You just let me know if you want me to stop here. Okay, cool. So we're going to jump straight into this. Listen, if you're taking notes, I need you to write this stuff down. Okay? Here is the roadmap to your first or your next 10K online. 3 keys. Number 1 is you want to absolutely bring value. Okay? And what I mean by this by bringing value, you want to obsess with other people's problems. When you obsess with other people's problems, although crazy as it sounds, you're actually going to make other people's lives easier. Every person's problem has the ability to be solved. And you just might be the expert to bring that solution. So you need to ask yourself, what are problems that people are going through? And what is the skill set and the knowledge that I have to solve those problems? And here's the craziest part. You create a digital product with that solution, and people in exchange will pay you for it. Why? Because they want their life to be easier. And that's always the key. How can you make somebody's life easier? By bringing value to them. Are you tracking with me? Somebody dropped that in the chats. I need to bring value, right? So people will pay you for your expertise. You are an expert, whether you know this or you don't know this, right? You might be just saying, I'm just a stay-at-home mom. Well, just a stay-at-home mom, you are an expert in the things that you do at home that other people, other stay-at-home moms would pay you for, right? Oh, I'm just a mechanic. Oh, I'm just a teacher. Oh, I'm just a dad. Oh, I'm just a son. Oh, I'm just X, Y, and Z. But you are an expert because you are a step ahead of everybody else who's behind you. And there's people that have problems within that area that you can absolutely solve by bringing value to them. Okay. Now, number two, right? If you're taking notes, I need you to write this down. You have to pick a niche. 3 keys to picking a niche to make sure that this area of your expertise is actually going to be fire and very profitable. So, number 1, does the market exist? Quite simple. Is there a market in your niche, in your expertise, in the area that you can solve problems? Number 2, is the market growing? Is the market actually increasing or is the market decreasing? And number 3, does the market have money? You see, passion isn't necessarily going to turn into profit unless these 3 things are found within a niche. The market exists, the market is growing, and the market has money. So creating wealth online through digital products isn't necessarily about passion, but it is about the area where you can create the most and make the most profit. Okay? Because if you want to build a charity, that's great. But those in charity don't have money. If you want to build a business, great. Because the business is where you make the money to fund the charity. Are you tracking with me? So, your first or next 10K online, bring value, number 1. Number 2, pick a niche. And it's as easy as it sounds. Pick a niche. It's not like, your calling. What am I called to? What's my eternal purpose? It's not as complex or complicated. It's picking a niche. And here's something that you could write down. Flip a coin, phone a friend. What am I good at? What do you think that I'm good at? What do you know me for? And take the advice or the response or constructive criticism from others in the area that you're good at and start moving after that thing, right? So you might be good at X, Y, and Z. And you also might be good at X, Y, and Z. 3 different things. 3 different things, 4 different things, 5 different things, but hone down on just one thing. Pick a niche and bring value, okay? Number 3, on how to make your first or next 10K online, create a digital product, okay? So if you're taking notes, this is what you need to write down. You want to absolutely use your creativity and your skill set to create a digital asset that will pay you over and over and over again. Isn't that incredible? You can create an asset. What is an asset? An asset is something that's going to go up in value. It's always going to increase. It's always going to allow you to get paid over and over and over and over again. It's not a liability that doesn't make you money. Okay? An asset makes money. A liability, you lose money. So creating a digital product, right, by taking your skill set, your knowledge, your expertise, and creating it into a digital asset is something that you could continuously sell over and over and over again, no matter how many days, weeks, months, or years go by. For the past 3 years, I've been selling the same digital product that I've made 3 years ago because it's an asset. I don't need to have any overhead. I'm not trying to stock any inventory. I'm not having to upfront thousands of dollars just to start a business. I'm taking the skill set. I'm leveraging things like Canva. I'm leveraging things like ChatGPT. I'm leveraging things like audio transcriptions. And I'm using those softwares that you can get for free or premium, and taking my skill set, my knowledge, and creating a digital product. Okay. So this is how you, right here, stop trading your time for your dollar and instead your knowledge to make you money. What if you could take your knowledge and use that knowledge to make money? Can I tell you something? That those that have been in college are trapped in the world's greatest scheme because people think that making money online or creating wealth online is a get rich quick scheme. But there's a big scheme that's out there. It's called stay broke. And God's people are not called to stay broke. We are royalty and to represent our king. And he is very wealthy. And he has given us this ability to create wealth. Listen, I'm not, trying to shoot you down if you got to college, if you got any schooling, but I just want to tell you that those right now who are less qualified than you, those right now who are less knowledgeable than you, are making more money than people who are going to college simply because they're taking imperfect action and taking their knowledge, their skill set, turning it into a digital asset through digital products and selling that online because they're obsessing with other people's problems and bringing absolute value to their audience. Okay? So, what is a digital product? As I said from the beginning earlier, one, it's an ebook. An ebook, right, exists as a digital file where you offer to your audience, right, something that will spark their interest to build trust with you. So the goal is not necessarily to, create wealth just through one ebook. And I'm going to show this for you here. Okay? Through something like an ebook, you generate what is called leads. And leads is something, right, where you attract people to you to come into your ecosystem where you can nurture them so that on the back end, when they want to take a step further with you, they pay you a higher ticket. Okay. So along with digital products such as an ebook, you create a course, a workbook, PDFs, cheat sheets, you name it, right? And here's the thing that you actually want to avoid. You might see this happening all over the place. Right now, you're being marketed to, right? Low ticket products, low ticket products, low ticket products, making 6 to 7 figures on low ticket products. That's awesome. But can I tell you something? That selling a low ticket product for $7, you have to sell it hundreds, if not thousands of times per day just to generate a high ticket income or make money. I'm going to show you something better to do instead. Okay. And you don't want to offer low value. You want to absolutely mind boggle people's, perceived value of what it is that you're offering to them. Okay. And instead, you want to create a high ticket product with insane amount of value. Okay. And I'm going to break this down for you here. What do I mean by this? Here's an example for you. If you create a $10 digital product, you have to sell it 1,000 times to make $10,000. On the other hand, if you create a $1,000 digital product, you have to sell it 10 times to make $10,000. And here's 3 questions for you. What is more challenging? What is more profitable? And what takes more work? Well, I hate to break it to you that it's just as easy / just as hard to sell a $10 product as it is to sell a $1,000 product. And if you're going to put in that same amount of effort and work that it takes to sell a $10 product, wouldn't you want to put that same effort and work towards a product that's $1,000? Otherwise, it would take you 100 times of work and effort to sell that $10 product just to make $1,000. When all you have to do is sell a $1,000 product one time with the same amount of work and effort. So in the end, in the long run, what's more profitable is selling a high ticket product. And this is generally considered, well, it's higher than a $10 ticket. Okay. For example, here I'm showing you a $1,000 ticket, right? So it makes more sense here to work just as hard to sell 10 products at just $1,000 as it is trying to sell a $10 product 1,000 times. Listen, guys, that's a lot of time. I don't know if it's coming across of your mind. You have to sell a $10 product 1,000 times. You have to literally find a client, a customer, or they have to come and find you. And I'll talk a little bit more about that, right? And you have to get them to pay you 1,000 times. 1,000 of these clients to pay you $10. So listen, if you understand here how you could make your first or your next 10K online, you have to charge high ticket. And you absolutely have the knowledge and the skill set because you're worth it. Somebody needs to drop that in the chats. I am worth it. Somebody will absolutely pay for your expertise if you can help make their life easier by providing value for them. And if anything, guys, this is what I'm providing for you. Value, right? Now, here's the key. Because once you create a digital product, it's not going to sell itself. Okay? You have to put in the work one time so that you can get paid over and over and over and over again. Somebody put that in the chats. Work hard one time to get paid over and over and over again. Or you can do it like how the world is teaching us. You can work to get paid one time. We want to disconnect our time from our dollars. And how do we disconnect our time from our dollars? By working hard once to create a digital product such as what I'm showing with you that is high ticket. And when you can do that, right? This one product that you create, you can now sell it over and over and over and over again. Okay. Now, here's something that I want to share with you before I talk about, the product's not going to sell itself. If you're taking notes, you need to write this down because it's not necessarily that you want to just create an ebook, a course, a PDF, a cheat sheet, a workbook, right? And sell it all individually. How do you get to sell it for $1,000? If you're taking notes, you need to write this down. The number one digital product that you can create is called a coaching program. What is a coaching program? An example of a coaching program is like a huge, juicy burger. Think about it as the best juicy burger that you can ever think of. I don't know if that's an In-N-Out. I don't know if it's a chicken sandwich at Chick-fil-A. I don't know if it's, you name it, okay? I don't know what it is. But imagine it's just stacked pack. That, your favorite burger restaurant. But with that burger comes a shake. It comes loaded fries, right? All the amenities. You got that beautiful bun on the top, on the bottom. You got that juicy 6-pound burger inside of that thing. Lettuce, onions, tomatoes, jalapenos, animal sauce, everything, you name it. Okay? And you stack that thing all together and you offer a premium price. Or you can buy it individually, right? And individually, by the time you buy it all together, it's going to be more. So you might as well get the value pack, right? Get the whole meal, get the whole, not just the entree, get the whole meal because it makes more sense in the long run. That's a coaching program. You want to take your ebooks, your courses, your lessons, your workbooks, your PDFs, your cheat sheets, and in that, you want to stack it together. And on top of that, you want to implement what we call a hybrid of coaching, which is group coaching, one-to-many, either once a week, bi-weekly, once a month, every quarter. And when you stack all of that together, you form what's called a coaching program where you can charge high ticket. Okay? And you can charge that thing from $1,000 to $10,000 to $25,000 and beyond. But generally, when you're starting to make your first or your next 10K online, you want to charge a ticket at around $2,000. And all you have to do is sell that coaching program how many times to make your first or your next 10K online? 5 times. As many fingers as you can count on one hand. A coaching program is perfect for the niche that you are an expert in. Whether you are doing fitness, whether you're a stay-at-home mom who teaches your children, whether you are a somebody who buys and sells and fixes and flips you know Pokemon cards or houses or real estate, right? Whether you're in the health and wellness, you're a mindset coach, right? You help people with anxiety, right? You counsel people through different areas of their life. Maybe you're a chef, you're a baker, you help people with apple pies, apple cobblers, right? Or you have something incredible that you have to offer, and there's a market, the market is growing, the market has money. You turn that into a coaching program where you are a step above and ahead of everybody else. All you have to be is a step ahead. Somebody write that in the chats. I have to be a step ahead. If you are a step ahead, you are the expert. And when you provide so much value to people, people will want to pay you in exchange. You see, we're not chasing after money. We are obsessing with bringing value to our audience. And when we can bring value to them in exchange, they will want to pay us. That's how we create wealth as kingdom entrepreneurs. This is how we create wealth, by tapping into our God given potential. I don't know where you're at in your faith, but all the glory I give is to God in creating wealth, which is why I'm always talking like this. Okay? So now that you create your digital product, you get a niche, you dial in, right? You're not looking to just sell low value, low ticket, but a high ticket product. Okay. The next thing is what? If you're taking notes, you need to write this down. Marketing. Because it's not so much about you having to find a person to sell your digital products to, but it's more so about becoming findable. I'm dropping some gold for you. If somebody's taking notes, you need to write this down. Somebody drop it in the chats. Is anybody getting any value from this? Okay. Drop this in the chats. It's about becoming findable. I have to be findable. And how do you get findable? Through marketing. And what is marketing all about? It's all about getting known. Look, guys, John 10:27, Jesus said this: my sheep hear and obey my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. That's John 10:27. If you're taking notes, you need to write this down. If they don't know you, friends, they can't flow you. Sweet Jesus. It's as simple as that. You see, Jesus didn't promote himself. Jesus proclaimed good news. And in proclamation, everybody knew him. Same way with your online business, creating and selling digital products online, your coaching program. You are proclaiming how you can bring value to your market. And through proclaiming how you can bring value to your market, guess what? People will know you. You will become findable. You want to be the very person that pops up into that individual's mind as you're being consistent by putting your things out there on social media, on every platform that you can think about, right? So that when they're going through the problem, and so happen you are the expertise within that niche, within that market, your name, your brand, your face, right, pops up within their mind. They say, okay, this person I remember was talking about X, Y, and Z. I need them to help me. And they become a lead, a client, a high ticket, right, person that comes into your ecosystem, right? So you have to be the first thing. You have to be the first thing that comes to the mind when people are trying to solve their problems. Okay. You have to be consistent. You have to leverage every bit of social media that is out there, right? This is the long play. Okay. You definitely want to use Instagram, X. You want to use, ats. You want to use everything that you can think of, right? Facebook, TikTok, right? You want to leverage every social media platform that is out there. Threads. I don't know why I said ats. It's so funny. threads, right? And leverage the social media platform to get your things out there and be consistent. But there's also a way where you can have 0 followers, 100 followers, 50 followers, and still make your first or your next 10K online. And that's the short play by running ads. And ads, right, is not as complex as you may think. There is a proven framework that my clients use, that I show, that I use myself in running the ad system in order to make my 10K a month, 30K a month, 20K a month. And as a matter of fact, right, I'm super excited, guys, because I do have something very special to share with you guys, an opportunity. Some of you guys have been listening to me blabber this whole entire time. Look, I hope you got a lot of value from this, right? And that you can at least implement the things that I'm sharing with you to start making your first dollar online. Okay. But here's something very special that I want to share with you guys. I have an opportunity for anybody here, right, that is looking to launch and to scale an online business. Okay. All you have to do is book in a call with me today. And really, the goal is to see where you're at in business. Okay. And where you actually want to be. Right. Also, to see if you're a great fit to work one on one with me. Now, if you've never created a digital product, I help you to create, I help you to launch, I help you to scale your digital product, your coaching program, right? I help you to launch it in the first phase, and in the second phase, I help you to scale it, right? So you might be, making 2K a month, 3K a month, and you're like, I want to make 10K. Absolutely, right? This is something that I have that I'll be able to help you with. Maybe you're at zero and you've never made money online and you're like, I want to learn how I can make money online by creating and selling digital products. Then absolutely book in a call with me. Okay. Now, I have an entire system built out just for you to make your first or your next 10K online. And listen, guys, this is a special opportunity because right now I'm only working with the first 10 individuals, the 10 people who are serious, right? Who book in a call with me and who qualify. And my goal, right, is for you to launch your digital products and to scale your digital products so that you can reach your first or your next 10K online. And listen, guys, right now, here's what I'm going to do. Just in the links in the chat, I'm actually going to provide the link for you to book in a call. And as you right now are taking the opportunity to book in a call with me to see if to qualify, and we're going to roadmap together, just a 30-minute call. And if it's something that, I feel like is a right fit for us to work together, then absolutely, I do have an offer for you. Okay. But in the meantime, while I put the links right here in the chat, I'm just going to open up some time, maybe about 5 minutes. If you have any questions that you want to ask, I want to give you guys the space to ask any questions, whether that's about your niche, whether that's about digital products, whether that's about marketing, sales, offers, whether that's about funnels, right? Anything you can think about on the online space on creating and selling digital products. I would absolutely love for us right now just to take this time to collaborate together and answer any questions that you may have. And let's just have at it. All right. You can also, in the chats, just drop a question that you may have. And apart from that, guys, I hope you got a whole lot of value from being here on this call today.